Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. Today we're back in my kitchen and I want to share one of my favorite recipes with you. This is a recipe for an ancient flatbread. Now, I've always had a real interest in old world, very traditional type practices. I'm not exactly what you would call a modern woman by any stretch of the imagination. But I do find, for me, sometimes you just can't beat the old ways. So today we're going to do a flatbread recipe that dates back somewhere between 1 and 3,000 years. So it is one of the original flatbreads. It's super, super easy to make. In fact, you'll need 1 yam or sweet potato. You can use carrot if you like. I do have organic white flour. I do have some canola oil, and the flatbread will get fried in this afterwards. Now, this one is not organic, but this one is non-GMO verified. And what else do I have? Oh, a little bit of salt. That's it. There's just a couple ingredients in this recipe. It's a great recipe if you need to do a quick replacement for naan bread, pita, or even tortillas. And I make them about the size of a very traditional Mexican corn flour tortilla. Really easy recipe, and thanks for joining me here today. This will be fun. Now, if you love traditional things as I do, I think you're going to really love this. We just need to initially, and I don't always peel. In fact, I peel quite rarely, actually. I do prefer to leave skins on, but I like to get this dough to quite a nice creamy consistency. And if I do leave the skins on, I then have to run it almost through the pureer. And I'm not going to be bothered with that today. We'll have a little chunkier today. So you're going to want to peel whatever root vegetable it is that you've decided on. And you're going to cube that up, boil it. Sweet potatoes, yams, things like that, of course, get to a soft texture very quickly. And once they're boiled, we're just going to mash it. One of the things getting narc free and being in my own home has given me is the ability to move about my home freely. Do what I want, cook what I want, when I want to do it. Not have some troll over my back following me around. What are you doing? What are you putting in there? Are you trying to poison me? I got to tell you, I always love to cook. And I've always prided myself really as a very good cook. But being followed around like that and accused of poisoning someone you love is really a deterrent to cooking. And it was something I was kind of doing on more of a have-to basis versus as something I really love to do. And of course, I tried very, very hard to keep Trevor's vitamin and nutrient mineral intake very, very high, which of course he fought me on quite regularly. God forbid I put some kale in his morning juice. So this was an area that was absolutely squelched for me because I do love cooking. I love trying new recipes. I love really old traditional recipes like this one. What a privilege to be able to be here in 2017 and make a flatbread that's dating back thousands of years and having access to recipes like that. So I always find that very exciting, and he absolutely diminished my desire to cook, which was really a loss for both of us because he could have eaten a whole lot better had he not been such a fucking dick. Now, initially, when I got a comment asking if I knew anything about Narcs yawning, I thought, oh, come on, seriously? Well, then there was more comments, and I did a little bit of research, and yes, apparently they are chronic yawners. Now, another one that really kind of blew my mind was the food hoarding thing. Trevor always had a stash of candy, sweets, cakes, whatever he could stuff into his night table drawer. And I, of course, will wake up in the morning and all beside the floor where he slept were just wrappers and wrappers and wrappers. And I would say to him, Jesus, man, you're going to like trigger diabetes or something in yourself. You know, he wouldn't offer me things like that, but that's not because he was trying to keep them from me. Well, he knew I wouldn't eat them, actually. He just knew I wouldn't. And once in a while, I'd have a piece of licorice or something, but I just never had, you know, a desire to eat synthetic sweets and crud like that. And of course, he loved that shit. So I did definitely kind of wake up to that when comments started coming in about food hoarding, and I started to do some research. They're notorious food hoarders. They will hoard food from their children, and Trevor was definitely a food hoarder. The nightstand drawer was full of cookies and sweets and candies, and I would fall asleep, and I guess he'd be up at night just stuffing his face with this junk, because I could fill a garbage bag with wrappers in the morning. So yeah, the food hoarding thing is real with these weirdos. Once again, just wanting more than everyone else. They're absolute gluttons. The sweet potato mashed has been combined with the flour, and it makes the absolutely loveliest. I don't know if you can see this beautiful golden color on here, but it's just this lovely pale orange color. And now we're going to roll it out and we're going to fry it. What I love about this is there's no question whatsoever as to what's in here. This is organic sweet potato, and you can use a traditionally grown sweet potato to the absolute best of my knowledge. None of them are grown genetically modified. And some organic wheat and a little bit of salt. And we're just going to start frying those now. I'm going to flip this several times. I'm getting all these beautiful air bubbles throughout. And the bubbles will start to go a nice golden color, as you'll see in a minute. And you just keep doing this through till you're through your ball of dough. Now this one, and when you can really start to smell the beautiful scent of the sweet potato. Now I just lay it down. I always pat them, and in goes the next one. And you just carry on like that. And this is a great comfort food. It's just got a great old world natural flavor, no chemicals, nothing synthetic in there at all. And it's a great treat for the kids. It's great with cream cheese on it. Sometimes you can, the boys like to put some grated cheese and broil them for a minute, and they make really great sweet potato pizza crust with cheese on top. Guys, thank you so much for joining me here in my kitchen today. And I would really love to hear any stories that you may have about the narc hoarding food. Yeah, gluttony knows no boundaries. Guys, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you guys are having a great narc-free day.